Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I do have a new pick a card for you guys. Before we get started, I just wanted to throw in, I did restock my Etsy shop for personals. I'm kind of easing back into it, so you may not see too many openings or too many options. It's only because I'm allowing myself some time to kind of get back into the routine of it. So if you are interested, the link is in the description box for my Etsy shop if you want to book a personal reading. But today's pick a card reading is what are your person's thoughts of you right now at this moment. It is a timeless reading and it is a general reading, so just keep that in mind. But for pile 1 we have, I'm going to call it a tart. Pile 2 is going to be the cake. Pile 3 is the ice cream. Timestamps are in the description and comments section. Meet you guys at your pile. Hi pile 1, welcome to your pick a card reading. You guys are the tart. We are taking a look today to see what your person's thoughts are right now. I know I've kind of been switching gears a little bit, but I'm going to keep this in rotation. At least do it once or twice a month, depending. We'll see. But let's get to it. Everything is shuffled, ready to go. Let's find out what your person's current thoughts are of you at this time. I'm just going to separate Tarot and Oracle. And okay. Starting off, we have Death and we have the Page of Swords. So clarifying these cards, we have the 3 of Candles and the 5 of Candles. So there is quite a bit of fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. We do have some Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Scorpio energy here. For those of you that are interested, if you're not, just disregard it. That's cool, that's fine. Let me just take a look here. Okay. I was getting defensive energy from the Page of Swords. Really what I was getting is, yeah, that your person does want to start over with you. They want this brand new beginning. And I feel like they're a little bit possessive of you, pile 1. That they're really kind of keeping an eye on you, kind of making sure there's really no competition for them in order for this, you know, this new beginning to actually happen, that there's nobody else in the picture. But let me just go through each of the columns. So we have Death clarified by the 3 of Candles. Mostly what I was getting with this is them missing you, feeling the distance apart from, you know, from this connection from you. And really what it is that your person does want to have this brand new beginning. They want this brand new start because they're missing you. It's like they want you back in their life. They're missing your energy. They're missing everything about you, your presence, your aura, and how you just make them happy in ways that no one else does. And I just feel like this distance, they're just sick of it. They want it to end. They don't want to feel apart from you anymore. They want to be near and be able to, you know, just message you or see you whenever and not feel like there's this big wall between the two of you. And so we had the Page of Swords with the 5 of Candles. So yeah, this one definitely just ties into what I was saying before. They're keeping an eye. They feel like there's other options, that you have other people interested in you. They're worried that you might go a different route, that you may not want a brand new beginning with them, that you might want a brand new start with somebody completely new for you. So they're afraid of that and they don't want that to happen. Let's add your oracle cards. So we have the Goose Girl, Theft, and look at that, we have True Love. So with the Goose Girl, it says Theft, and it really is, I mean, the way that I see her, it's just like cold tones. So I feel like, you know, life is not the same. It's not as warm, it's not as bright, it's not as happy. You know, just going back to them missing you, like that's really kind of how their world looks, like in these blues and grays, you know, not too much color and coldness, right? And so that's what I get. They miss your warmth, they miss your presence is what I get with that. But also you've really stolen their heart, and they may have denied it in the past, they may have avoided it, whatever the case may be for your person, but they know now. They realize, what? that you're their true love, and that's why they really do want to have this brand new beginning. I mean, you only have one major arcana, but what a major arcana to get, because that is the Death card, and it is about wanting this brand new beginning with you. So pile one, what they're thinking is they want to start over. They don't want to lose you. They don't want someone else to swoop in and steal you away. You are their true love is what they're realizing. They're thinking like, wow, this is my soulmate. I don't want to lose them. I want to start over. I want a second chance to prove myself. They've really stolen my heart. They've seen what life is like without you, and it's not really pretty, and they're missing and longing for you, and they want to close that gap between the two of you within that distance. The other thing that I did shuffle, pre-shuffled some messages, so we're going to add those in, and then we'll close out your reading, pile one. So let's start off, I'm going to put them on the left side first. Wow. So we're talking about true love, right? And then this card, I love you, comes out. So there you go. That just ties in, just like, wow. You know, that's my reaction, because, wow, you have two cards speaking about love. So they realize how deep their feelings are for you. I have a gift for you. So they do want to come back. They want to impress you. There was a pick a card I did. It might have been the last one I did, to be honest, on Instagram. Sorry, I haven't posted on there. But there was one, and you guys will know, but it was talking about someone coming back and really going all out. Like, it was not just about their words and their actions. It was about their whole, like, the show aspect, like, you know, making sure they wore the right outfit, that their hair was looking good, that they were clean and tidy, and they had, you know, even smelled good. Like, they just want to impress you. And that kind of is what I'm getting with this card. I have a gift for you. It is where they probably will apologize to you and bring some type of a gift, at least something that they feel will bring some type of meaning, kind of like a peace offering, like, okay, you know, I did screw up, so here's this, and not to buy you back, you know, it's not like that, but it's trying to just win you back in any kind of way that they can, because of how badly they feel for what they've done in the past. I'm going to do these. So we have, I check on you from afar, just perfect sync to the Page of Swords, of them spying on you, keeping an eye on you, afraid that there is other competition, that there is somebody else possibly in the picture. For some, you know, your person may think that you are seeing other people, that you might be dating, and some of you, maybe you are, you know, maybe you are, or you're going and hanging out with friends, and they might get this impression that maybe there's more between you and this other person. So just take it how it resonates, but you have to remember this is coming from your person's point of view and not yours. So even if it seems like, well, that's so, you know, that's baloney kind of thing, just remember it's how your person is seeing it. So just how you have your own thoughts and ideas on your person, they have their own too. And we have, I abandon people to make myself feel important. So kind of toxic, right? Probably a little bit of fear tied into that message, kind of explaining why, what they're thinking. But I feel like that's what they're realizing, because these are their thoughts. These aren't messages to you. I think your person is realizing how much you really do mean to them, and how special you are, and how, you know, they really do love you. And they're realizing why they treated you the way that they did. So it's good progress to see, because of course you don't want to go through this again, right? You don't want to go through this. I know for most of you it's going to be a separation, or, you know, if you guys broke up, whatever applies to that, but you don't want to repeat that. So it's good progress to know that your person is saying, like, this is why I did that, and now they can try to go ahead and fix that before they do come back and swoop in and steal you away from the competition before anyone else does. There's something about you I know I won't find in anyone else, and that's where your person is realizing how special your connection is because of this being true love. It says this love is once in a lifetime, and that's what it is, and they're recognizing that, and they know that they can try to find you in other people. It's not going to happen. They're just going to get a big, like, F for, you know, fail, because it's not, like, it's pointless. It's like when you go do something and you know you're going to, like, it's not going to work out, but you still do it. It's kind of like that. So it's pretty pointless, but they're recognizing it. They know that there is something very, very, very special about you, pile one. And there we go. No one has captured my heart the way that you have. You may have been seeing threes because we actually have 333, but you may be seeing 3 or 33, but that might be confirmation for some of you, or even the 6-5. But going back to that card and what they're thinking, you know, that was just kind of what I was saying too. No one has captured my heart the way you have. What I was saying about theft and how you've really stolen this person's heart. That's what they're realizing. They're realizing how special, how unique you are, how precious you are to them, how they really truly feel. Instead of trying to run from what they feel, it's almost like they're sitting and thinking, okay, I really do care about this person. I really do love him or her. This is like a soulmate kind of thing, and I feel for a lot of you it probably will be your divine counterpart. Take what resonates. So it is where your person is. I just feel like it's just someone sitting with themselves and coming to a lot of realizations, a lot of truth, a lot of clarity is coming to your person, pile 1, and knowing that they may have, you know, abandoned you, left you, whatever, you know, it was. Of course, I lost my train of thought, sorry. I was trying to see whether or not I needed to clarify that part of what I was saying. But it was where, you know, in the past, they, you know, whatever reason they had, they ran, and yet it's like they're allowing themselves to, okay, let me face this. Let me deal with this now. Because they have been missing you so much. It's like, why do I miss this person? Why am I always thinking about them? Why are they always on my mind? And that's what your person is realizing. The reason that they can't get you out of the mind is because there is something truly special here. And because you have stolen their heart and they love you. So that is a very beautiful reading, pile 1. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment, let me know. Again, like, share, subscribe if you're not already, and especially if you watch several of my pick a card readings, just subscribe already. But thank you guys, again, thank you guys for all your support, as always, especially when I go MIA. Very much appreciated. That is it, pile 1. I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you on the next pick a card. Bye. Hi, pile 2. You guys are the cake pile. Yeah, that's what I call it. I call it a cake. I didn't want to call it a pie, but yeah, it looks more like a cake. Anyways, welcome to your pick a card reading. Today we're taking a look at what your person's thoughts are of you right now at this moment. It is timeless, but it is a general reading too, so if the energies get mixed up, it's just how it is with the collective reading. That's just how it works. But sometimes you get people that are hot and cold, and it throws off a reading, so yeah. That's how that works out. So I have everything shuffled, ready to go. Let's get to your reading, pile 2. We're going to move that over there. And let me just separate these cards. Sorry, my nose is itchy. I don't know if that means anything. I have no idea. It might. Sometimes, you know, different things have different meanings, but I couldn't tell you right now. So, Knight of Swords. We have the 7 of Wands clarifying. We have the King of Candles and the King of Potions. Wow. So, there's a lot of masculine energy showing up in this reading. We are pretty much everywhere with this one. What am I missing? We're missing earth energy. So it might be that your person has been thinking about you quite a bit in order, you know, because to not have that groundedness. So something's on their mind. We'll take a look here. Let me just see what we have going on. Very interesting that we do have 2 kings as clarifiers. And it's not pages. It's not knights. We do have a knight, but they're kings. Okay. This one's interesting. So this one, it's what your person is thinking. They want to take action. They want to move forward. They don't want to wait anymore. They don't want to hold back. They just want to be like, F it, I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going after. King of Candles, that's the King of Wands. So that is your king that's going to get stuff done. They are going to take action. They're very passionate, very driven. And that's the energy your person's kind of at. And that's just like I don't care anymore. Like, I'm done with this. I'm taking action. I'm doing something. I'm going to move forward. want to make an offer, want to apologize, whatever applies to your situation. But let's get to the other part with the Seven of Wands and the King of Potions. Territorial. I don't know if that came up. I think it came up in the personal reading that I did. Oh, and shout out to Australia and Germany. Before I said anything about personals, they're the ones that have booked with me. So thank you guys. So shout out to Germany and Australia. I don't know what pile they're picking, but thank you, especially for your kind words. But getting back to it, territorial is the word I'm getting, and it kind of I said it in pile 3 in one of the past pick a cards. As a reader, piles 1, pile 2, pile 3, there's a continuation, not just within the pile itself, but within the progress of each collective, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. So I don't know why it seems like pile 2, I always want to say, if you were feeling like you may need to tune into pile 1, this would be your confirmation to do so, but if not, don't. But I kind of feel that little bit of a tie-in. But again, this is collective energy, so it may just be in both. Anyways, but the Seven of Wands, I was getting the territorial type of energy from your person. Like they want to fight for you. They don't want anyone else to come between you. And the reason is because they have feelings for you. They care about you. There might be a little bit of jealousy here coming through with that. So it is the King of Cups though. So this is someone very mature type of emotion, someone who knows how to deal with their feelings, not really all over the place or scattered. So even though it's jealous, I feel like they're in control of that. But there is a little bit of jealousy coming through, a little bit of that possessiveness, that territorial thing that I was saying. And what they're thinking. Just to see if there's anything else. I mean, really, it's about wanting to take action. They don't want anyone to come between you. They don't want to lose you because they do care. And it's just, I don't know. Like, when I'm looking at the King of Candles here, and I guess the pumpkin head, and how his arms are like just out in the open, I feel like it's just breaking free from anything, any type of third party situation that may have held them back, whether a person, career, just any other type of obligations that they may have had that took time away from you. It's like they're breaking free. Like there's nothing holding them back. There's no chains, kind of, they're not tied up with other things, other priorities that they need to. So that's what I was getting with that. But let me get your oracle cards. Let's add on to your reading. So we have the Juniper Tree, Deception. I have not seen that card in a long time. And then we have, well, the Union of Hearts. Okay. Let me grab a drink of water before we jump into that one, because Deception card. I don't even remember the last time I've even seen it in any of my readings. And yeah, I do get called to like pick certain decks as I'm doing pick a card. So for some reason I was drawn to the Fairy Tale Oracle. That's the one that I'm talking about. But Deception, that's your Seven of Swords energy, right? So your person is thinking about how they haven't been honest with you, and that can go in multiple different ways, right? It could be a third party. It could be that they haven't expressed how they feel. It could be that they're trying to throw you off. It could be that they're lying to themselves. There's different forms of deception that are going on here. It's going to be different for the collective. What am I picking up collectively is what I can tell you, but you guys use your intuition as well. I feel like your person was deceptive with you as far as not taking this connection seriously, where they just kind of thought it was like whatever, just another thing. I don't know how you want to call it. I'm pretty sure for most of you it's more than just a fling. But it is where I feel like maybe there was a third party type of energy with this. I mean, you look at the card, I mean, at least with the Seven of Swords and Tarot, I mean, there's like bright colors, right? And then you look at this one. I don't see no bright colors here. And it's almost like that devilish energy. It's like a combination of both is what I'm getting with this. I'm getting devil energy and I'm getting Seven of Swords energy. And it could be that your person has certain addictions, ways of coping that are not the healthiest, toxic behaviors, mindsets, you know, and I feel like this to them is like the way that they're thinking, because this is what their current thoughts are. They just know that they haven't been honest with you. That's the simplest way to put it. If you want to go deeper than that, then I've kind of already done that for you, right? Because like I said, to me, that's devil energy and Seven of Swords energy all rolled into one with this card. There's nothing bright and happy about this card whatsoever, and your person knows it. And so I think that's probably why this Seven of Wands energy is coming through and why they feel in such a rush, because they know they've screwed you over in some type of a way. Pile 2. That's what I get. And then we have the Union of Hearts, though. We have a love connection defies explanation. I'm going to say it again. If you felt drawn to listen or to pile 1, do it. It feels like just a continuation, to be honest. I'm going to be honest. And I touched on something in that reading that I feel probably would resonate with this pile, with this card. But I guess the short version of it is that your person is getting clarity. Your person is kind of waking up instead of avoiding this connection, avoiding you, being deceptive, doing other things that are not very healthy for you, them, the connection. It's like your person is finally taking this time to like think about it, to fully understand everything. And I feel like it's a lot more deeper than we've seen in the past in other pick a card readings. Because for them to see this type of energy, I mean, like I said, that's not the best card. But what they're realizing by what they've done in the past is kind of like they're at this crossroads. What do they really want from this connection? What do they want with you? What do they want to happen? And union. They want to be with you. And I find it so interesting. So interesting. How I was saying in the beginning that we didn't have any type of earth energy. And then you look over here. And we have nothing but earth energy. With that, with the swords, the wands, the candles, the potions, you know, now earth, it's almost like you guys complement each other. You have everything, is what I get with that. But your person, you know, is wanting to be with you. They do want that union. I feel like, you know, that's part of the reason why they want to take action, why they feel so rushed, because they just feel like they don't want nobody to come between you. They realize it because why? Because they feel that they've done so much wrong that you are looking to others. You're looking to move on, and they want to prevent that, and they want to take action. And it's almost like they're kind of pissed off with themselves here with these two cards. Yeah. All right. So I drew messages before. I didn't want to shuffle during the reading, so I just want to get to that. Look, another piece of my... yeah, came off. Anyways, the first one, I've been manifesting our connection. And this is just signifying how much time they're really thinking about you, how much they do want to be with you, how they just want to fight off the competition. They don't want anybody else to steal you away. They want to be with you. I hold back because I don't want to be rejected. And I feel like that's more of the past tense, because right here, your person is wanting to take action. And like now action, like yesterday action is what I get with that. They held back because they're afraid. And I feel like your person's at this point where like, I can't let my fears get in the way anymore. I feel like your person's really in this energy of bossing up, especially with the King of Wands, and taking action. Like I said, they're just kind of like, F it, I don't care. This is what I want. They want you, pile 2. All right. There's no one like you, you're not like the rest, and they realize that. And it goes a lot deeper than that, but I'm just going to leave it at that. They're not messages. This is what they're thinking about you. So they recognize, though, that there is something different and why they do want to be with you. And can I say the contrast between the two oracle cards of how we're talking about how, you know, just dark, cut off on me, lively colors over here. So it's kind of like night and day. And I feel like the table is turning for them, or it's like moving in a different direction. Like they were in this, and this is what they're working towards. But they recognize there is something truly special. I'm disappointed by my choices and what I did in the past. Yeah, and that's just going back to the deception card. Like I said, I went probably a little bit more deeper into that part of what I was saying in pile 1. But it is where your person is like really taking ownership. I feel like it's been so much time apart between the two of you that they thought about it before, but I feel like now this is so much more different. I feel like it's a lot more deeper look into it. And I believe there's I don't know what moon, some type of moon is coming into Scorpio, at least at the time of the reading. And Scorpio is all about transformation and you know, just that changes and deeper type of outlook. So, but yeah, your person is recognizing where they've gone wrong. That's just a confirmation. They are thinking about it. We have 2 cards talking about it. And then, of course, they don't want to be rejected because they know they've done you wrong. So, but I kind of feel they're in the between. They're right in between here. But this is what they want. All right. There's so much I want to tell you. I mean, yeah, they know that there's a lot that they kind of need to explain, but I feel like they want to. They want to, and they know they need to, and they're thinking about it. They know that there has to be some type of a conversation. Let them say what they need to, you know, once they get to that point. I still have growing to do. So crazy, because that's right next to our little, you know, like the trees here. And that's them recognizing it. And like I said, they were right in between here is what I was saying. And that's because they realize they can't be deceptive anymore. They know they can't be in that energy of the devil. They can't be in the 7 of Swords energy. You don't want that. You deserve better. So let them grow. Let them get, you know, stand up on their own and not give you breadcrumbs like they have in the past, or even allow them room to hurt you again in that kind of a way. So that is what I have piled 2. I hope it resonated. Let me know in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys on the next pick a card. Bye. Hi, pile 3. You guys are the ice cream pile. Welcome to your pick a card reading. Today we're taking a look at what your person's current thoughts are of you right now. This is a timeless reading, so it doesn't matter when you watch it. It just means, you know, when you watch it, that's when you're meant to watch it, which is totally fine. We're all in different collectives and energies, right? So that's just how it works. Everything is sorted out, ready to go. So let's get to your reading. And I will get these all sorted out over here. And we'll start off with tarot. All right, what do we have for you, pile 3? We have the Page of Cups. We have the 8 of Cups, and then clarifying, we have, wow, we have the Empress, and we have the 4 of Presents. When I saw the Page of Cups, and I mentioned this to you guys in one of the other readings, and if you've seen it, then you'll know what I'm talking about, and if not, that's totally cool. I have been seeing the Page of Cups or the Knight of Cups for pile 3. Even in my Instagram pick-a-cards, I've been seeing this Page of Cups like non-stop. I don't know if it's the same with other tarot readers, but I can tell you the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups, he's popping up a lot. And so what I have here with your guys is, is that they do want to reach out to you. They do want to send, like some type of a heartfelt message. I wouldn't expect any type of like novel or anything like that, but something to let you know that, that they do care, that they are interested in you. And a lot of this is because they just feel at a loss without you. Some of them are like really just very depressed and sad, and maybe like for some even in despair about losing you, because they don't want that. Like they realize this is not what they want. They want to have you in their life. They want to be with you. You are someone very special to them, and they don't want to be in this energy, so they want to come forth and offer you something. And why? Because, again, Empress, we're just looking at the energies. We're not looking at the gender. Just remember, keep that in mind with that. But they do see you as someone who has everything. You are the epitome of the partner that they could want and have. You're very attractive to them. You're very caring, nurturing, someone very sweet, someone that they can see themselves with for a long time. For some of you, it is where they do picture having a family with you and you being the mother of their children, or, reverse that. For others of you, they can just see you having, the two of you having a family together in the future and having that long-term commitment forever in marriage, really, when I see the Empress, right? Because we're not dealing with one of the queens anymore. We're dealing with the Empress. And she's just everything. She's everything. She's all of the queens rolled up into one. She has all the right qualities, and almost just very elevated, right? Very elevated. So we have in the next column, switching over with the Eight of Cups, we have it clarified by the Four of Presents. This to me is telling me your person feels a lot of regret, a lot of remorse for holding back in the past. They feel like because they held back, because they allowed their fears, their doubts to get in the way, they've potentially lost you forever, and they don't even want to think about that. They know they weren't as honest with you about how they felt, and they weren't honest to themselves is really what it is. So, if they couldn't be honest with themselves, how are they going to be honest with you? So it goes a lot deeper than that, so don't get too offended by it. I know it probably pisses you off, and I completely understand it. I know we talk about, you're supposed to be in this kind of energy, and if not, you're still vibrating low, but it's only human nature to kind of feel that way. But I feel a lot of you have elevated, especially because of the Empress being here, or you're in your Emperor energy again, just the energy we're looking at, not the gender. But they do recognize that they weren't putting in effort, and they weren't showing you what they really felt, and they thought that this would just go away, which is not the case, because again, they want to reach out to you and they want to let you know how special you are, because you're just this beautiful person. And it could be too, we are looking at the Page of Cups energy, so they feel like you're just almost, they're a little, I wouldn't say completely intimidated by you. I feel like that might be a little bit too strong of a word here, but you're just that's not the right expression of it's like, oh, that's kind of more of what I was going for. You're just on this whole other level, right? You're kind of out of their league is a little bit that's probably more of what it is. Not that they're intimidated. They just see you out of their league. But it's like they want to take that chance because the thought of losing you forever is hard for them. Honestly, I'll be honest, with all these piles, they all sink. If you won't have time, if you were drawn to any of the other piles, I would suggest go ahead and listen to your gut on that, your intuition, and do that. Not just to keep you longer, but I feel like they're very much interconnected is what I'm getting. So I wouldn't tell you guys that if I didn't feel it. So, all right. Let's add your oracle cards. We're going to start off with Red Riding Hood, sorry. Wood. I was looking at the card and I'm not paying attention. Wow, spiritual connection. Let me take a look. I haven't pulled Little Red Riding Hood in a while. It's kind of cool because I've seen two different cards today which I haven't in a long time. Now, I know the story of Red Riding Hood, but I do want to see what this card means. And I kind of want to connect it to it. So, yeah, so the Rites of Passage card. I'm just going to kind of read the ones that I feel more drawn to. And it is about stay focused and aware. Do not be deceived by appearances. Do not let yourself be groomed. Think of the purpose. Have a mature viewpoint within this situation. And I feel like that's what it is. Kind of like they recognize. I feel like you are... you're kind of, you really are showing them the way to your person, pile 3. And the reason I say this is because they do look up to you. They admire you because you've elevated yourself and grown into this Empress energy or Emperor energy. I don't want to, upset anybody. I'm just going by the card. But it is where your person is recognizing that. And that's where that have a mature viewpoint within the situation. It might have been that your person was playing games. They thought it was a game. Maybe they treated, they might have made you feel like your heart was a toy to them. Like, they can just come and go as they please and not really be mature. They didn't know how to handle love. And so now they're recognizing like, okay, I need to grow up. I need to do things right because this is the energy they're in right now. I'm telling you that. They're not, I know we're doing the thinking reading, but what energy are they in when it comes to you? This is what they're feeling. They're really heartbroken and sad. I'm surprised the 3 of Swords isn't here, but I feel like this is probably a little bit more dramatic because this is after the loss almost. So it's feeling that, it's hard when you get that breakup news, right? But then it's dealing with the pain that comes after that just feels like, when is it going to end? And I feel like that's where your person's energy is at, not having you around. So just going back to it, do not be deceived by appearances. I feel like they may have had a wandering eye. Probably part of the reason why they played games, they weren't serious, they were non-committal, they were breadcrumbing you, was because of, again, the maturity, and they were just like anything that caught their eye, they had to catch, and they're realizing that you're not putting up with it because here you are as the Empress. You're just like, no, I'm not. And that really messed them up, but I guess you have to live and learn, right? You can't just do that. So that's what that card really is. It's almost kind of like maturing and handling situation in a better way. But not being tricked by appearances, and really think of the purpose here too, is like what is going on. So then we have the spiritual connection, and I believe, and like I've said it before, and if you've seen it on my Instagram, I know a lot of you this will resonate with from that one, but this is just like a confirmation, not only because it was a confirmation for the reader and on Instagram when it came to the connection, like, yeah, this is, your divine counterpart, soulmate type of thing. But your person is also getting this acknowledgement, realizing there is something very special here. It is some type of a soulmate connection. I don't really think too many people, and especially if you're dealing with a guy, are going to be familiar with the term twin flame. Maybe they've seen it, but not, I think soulmate is probably the one that is universally known to most people, but they are realizing there is something very special within your connection, and that's why I feel like they know that they may have lost the love of their life. Like, this is the person I was meant to be with, and look, I treated her or him wrong, and it's tearing them up. And a relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. And it can be that they might be having downloads. I know that some people are getting downloads through dreams. They're seeing it, memories. It's just kind of weird, maybe meditating too. They're getting these images of where you guys have known each other in past lives, and they're coming to that realization. So let's get to your oracle under oracle cards. I drew message cards, but these are being read as what they're thinking about you. So let's get to this. So first card, I'm situating this karmic situation. Karmic situation, again, it can be not just related to another person. It can be work, it can be school, it could be any type of maybe like a hobby. obligations that they have to fulfill that are taking their focus and attention away from you. They're recognizing that. This is them saying like, okay, I'm gonna deal with this because I don't want to be feeling like this without you. They know that they want this now, is what it is. It's kind of crazy. It kind of is the same message in all three piles. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if we're all just like jumping timelines or what's going on, but it feels like just knowing that, okay, we're almost there. It's kind of what I feel like, especially for those that have been waiting for a union. It feels like something missing without you around. Yeah, and they're missing you. I mean, that's really what it is. Heartbroken and sad. They realize how life is without you. They don't want that. They don't want to live like that anymore, and it's breaking them up. And we have, I want to open up to you and tell you how I really feel. Yeah, so, with the Page of Cups, they want to send that message, and they're like thinking, okay, what can I do to have them read this message and kind of be open-minded because of what I've done in the past. They have those fears, they have those insecurities. They know that they need to take care of the karmic situation before they even message you. They know, like, okay, if I do this, it's like they're coming up with a game plan, honestly, is what it feels like, pile 3 for your pile. Further ahead than the other, than the last 2 piles, but it does feel like your person is still, they're all heartbroken, I'll be honest. Like, I think everybody's person's heartbroken as of late, but your person is like realizing what life is like without you, knowing there's something special here, wanting to reach out. So I feel like there's a little bit more movement behind the scenes. Okay, how do I approach them? What message, what should I say to get your attention? I see the potential for a future with you. And what was I saying about the Empress, right? They see the long-term potential. They're thinking marriage. They're thinking starting a family. So that's just a beautiful confirmation of what I was saying. Just wow, blown away by that. And that's what they're thinking, though. That combined, and it's right next to the Empress. The placement couldn't be any more perfect. Like chef's kiss. All right. I feel you. And for those of you that are twin flames, this is going to make a lot of sense. They can feel your energy around. And, if you're kind of disconnecting, they can feel when you're not around. And I think, like, when they don't feel your energy, that's when it really throws them into that despair energy of where they're really sad and heartbroken, because it's like, are they moving on? Did I really screw this up forever? Have I really lost them for good? And so it is where I think that, in combination with the spiritual connection, that's what makes them realize that there's something very special and unique here between the two of you. And they know that it is something that is like once in a lifetime, that they're not going to find that with anybody else. The last card we have, I pulled away because I am overwhelmed with all the things going on in my life. And that just goes on with the situating this karmic situation. And again, it doesn't have to be a person. It can be. You'll know. Even if I know it's hard to even admit to oneself that there is someone else, but it's the reality of it. Like, you just have to be honest with yourself, and, don't lie to yourself about it either, pile 3, if that's what it is. Because I know I've mentioned it, and, people just, like, went off, and we don't want to think or see people in the worst way, especially when it's someone you care about and that you want to be with. But at the same time, keep your eyes open and that kind of thing. But going back to what I was trying to say with that, sorry. With the karmic situation, it could be romantic, it's like, depending. There's going to be, I know there's some that your person might be married, or they might be in a long-term relationship. But others, it could be just that it was someone else. It could be family members. It can be friends that got in the way. It can be, again, their career. It could be school, any type of hobby, something, whatever it is. I feel like your person just had so much going on in their life, so much on their plate. It's almost, like when we talk about plate, like, when you put too much food on your plate and you're like, oh, I can't eat this. And that's kind of like your person. Like, they had so much on their plate, they couldn't handle all of it. And I think the karmic situation only made everything else even more overwhelming for them. But then on top of it, they know that there is something special with you. So they're like, well, I'm not technically with them yet, so I'm just going to deal with this. And, kind of like what is the word? Oh my god, swept it away. There we go. Is what it was. But your person was very overwhelmed, and they're just, I feel like now they're understanding pretty much how it got to this point where they went wrong within the connection. But now they're just like, okay, I want to clear my plate. It's almost like they're washing that dish now, you know, with all the food that was on it. Like they're throwing away whatever's left over, like, okay, I'm not dealing with this. And now it's like they're being washing that plate, and then, okay, this is what I'm gonna put. I'm only gonna put what I can eat, and I'm only gonna put the thing that I do want to eat, you know, because it's kind of like when you see something, you're like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna grab it just because it looks good or something, and you're like, oh, that's gross. I feel like your person is going with what really matters to them, what they're more comfortable with, what they really want. You know, they're being more self-disciplined, and I feel like they're setting boundaries, especially if there's family members or friends who have influenced them in any type of way regarding your connection. That's just something else I'm getting. So I feel like they're just like, okay, I'm setting boundaries now, and like, this is what I'm doing, you know, not like where you go over, I don't know, maybe to like a grandma's house, and she has like, try this and try this and try this, and they're like, no, this is what I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna try this, and that's it, you know. I feel like your person is very much, they're rising up into their higher power. And you know, we have the Page of Cups, so it's not the Knight of Cups. Like I've been seeing the Page of Cups, so there's room and opportunity for growth from your person. And that's what they're doing. But overall, what your person is thinking, pile 3, just kind of to summarize it all up, they know that they handled things very immaturely. They were very careless and disrespectful, even for some of you, regarding this connection. And they miss you. They miss you. They don't want to feel this heartache and despair. They don't want to even think that they've lost you for good, because they know that there's something truly very special here, you know, again, with the feel you too. And they feel like with you, because of that, you are their life partner, you know, you're their person. And with the, I see the potential for a future with you and the Empress. That's about commitment. And now they're wanting to do it, and now they're wanting to take those steps to make it happen. And that's what they're thinking about, like, okay, I have to deal with this, and kind of clearing away the unnecessary. So it's kind of like your person is detoxing, decluttering to make room for you, because without you, it feels like something is missing in their life, and they don't want that anymore. And overall, you know, like I said, they're working on it. They're figuring out what to say to you, but I feel like it is going to be some type of a text message of them reaching out, because they know the ball's in their court. And so any type of hope they had for you reaching out to them first, like they know that's not even the case. They need to step it up, and that's what they're doing. And they're stepping up, I think, with people around them first. Once they clear away space, then it's like they will be reaching out to you. So that is what I have, Pile 3. I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. Comment, like, share, subscribe, especially if you've seen several of my pick cards. But that is where I leave it. Thank you, Pile 3. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.